Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Then, was he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
Well, fine, Miss Snobbish. You're not having any of it. But I like where this discussion is going. One thing that doesn't really match, and something that I noticed, and Makoto noticed, and pretty much everybody else who actually looked at Hifumi's body, something changed. Something I was making a joke about, unintentionally. What if the killer really did just clean his glasses for him? That's actually a very important detail. Boom! Hifumi's glasses were cleaned when we found him the second time. That makes no sense! Explain that!
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Because I've got nothing better to do during an investigation than go trash digging. Actually, it was a good idea we went back to the nurse's office. So what did we find in the trash can? Well, the one thing that connects Hifumi's glasses with everything else. The only thing found in the trash, a stained cleaning cloth.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
One that he was particularly fond of, and Makoto, it's called anime, thank you very much.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
And also the character on it should have been a dead giveaway.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
I'm still banking that it's secretly Celeste's.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
How do you even pronounce the star?
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Secretly Byakuya's? Oh, I would die.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Yeah, that's a good defense, Byakuya. But what kind of socks are you wearing right now?
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
You never realize how many characters in this game wear glasses until it's brought up.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
Hero, the rest of us caught up about 20 minutes ago.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Maybe the killer was a germaphobe. Then why would they murder? Oh, well, I just answered my own question.
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
She discovered the impossible way, or the possible way to move the impossible body.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, What was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
And sadly, it didn't have any V8 juice. Man, I would have loved that.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere!
It was pretty convincing, no doubt.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
It's all piecing together, I love it.
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Well, it could have been Sakura. Oh, plot twist, Taka was also alive. Nah, it had to have been Hifumi. He was the only one that we didn't see.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
There's one explanation down.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
All for the sake of confusion.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
So, when you think about it that way, if Hifumi killed Taka, who killed Hifumi? Who killed the murderer?
But that means he took part in the murders.
He was an accomplice.
I just can't believe it.
Ouch. I didn't see his type of personality pulling that stunt.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
There's more?
Believe it or not, yeah. You'll have no idea where we found it.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Duh. I love Makoto's face there. He's lost in thought, mouth agape. I do know it, Kyoko, and they give me 7 minutes? Are you kidding me? It's not that hard to figure out that Hifumi stole something from Taka. Taka had one piece, but Hifumi had some... I wonder if it actually says hidden on him. Okay, it doesn't say specifically that it was in his pants, but there's a big detail right there, the 6 a.m. part. Monokuma can't find out. That's kind of a red herring. Let's show everybody.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
Yeah, don't ask.
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Oh, we're gonna have to explain this, Kyoko.
What? In his
Yeah.
pants?
In Japan, it was his underwear.
Yes, his pants.
Of course, it all makes sense now. We know who the killer is.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
And after you read this note, stuff it inside your pants. Hey, wait a minute. The equipment room at 6 a.m. And being the star student that Taka was, he wasn't late.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's pretty close, but that involved more people in these incidents.
It's not the same?
Hiro, you just pointed that out.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
This is important.
And that person could only have been
Hifumi's pants! The one person, the true killer, Hifumi's pants. No. Somebody got in contact with Taka.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Sure wasn't talking about me.
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Oh, she was just asking a question. Good lord. Right. Shake it off. Game face.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Actually, that last part right there, I don't agree with it. And based on the truth bullets we have, the game doesn't agree with it either. The time on the note and the time of something else that we have, it makes a lot of sense. And this is the one I was thinking of, the broken wristwatch.
But remember what the note said.
I love how Genocide Jill just gives everybody a nickname, has
6
no
a.m.
respect for anybody, and I find that hilarious for some reason. Oh, Jill,
The note has nothing
it totally does matter. Nope! I missed twice. You gotta be kidding. Skip ahead here. Oh, finally.
No, that's wrong.
You're wrong. And I can prove it, finally.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
Very punctual.
I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Thank you for wasting our time.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
And it worked on both of you.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
That detail is very important, thank you.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Oh, of course. Actually, there is something we can attribute to this. The note was found in Hifumi's pants, but there was one thing still found in Taka's hand.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
I was on rigor mortis duty.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Add 1 + 1.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Whoa! I never would have seen that coming had you not explained it to me.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip. leaving behind only one small scrap.
And a very big piece of evidence against him.
Did I get all that right?
Sounds good to me.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
So what you're getting at is, it's possible the murderer told Hifumi to take the note.
Whoa.
I like it.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Not the victim, but the murderer.
In fact,
Come on, Hero, you can do it.
he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
You know, I had faith in you, and then you just threw it all out the window. Good job, Hero. An all-time new record.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, no.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
That announcement came on for Hifumi the second time. He truly is gone now.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
That's the big question. That is our true murderer who we're trying to find now. This is the fun part.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
Oh, who planned this entire thing?
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
And at that point, Hifumi was in the repository because we couldn't open it.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Uh-oh.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Okay, so a buddy system, that's 2 down.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Ouch.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Hero, you have the spotlight.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
An interesting theory, but I think we can simplify that.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Basically what he's saying is, Hero, you did good.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
Probably too tight, it's not getting enough airflow and making the stupid happen.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
But didn't specify what exactly.
But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Right, if we go by the story so far, 1 did damage, 2 did a bit more damage, 3 and 4 were the killer hammers.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Brain blast! Good job!
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Same kind of thing, but does that actually mean same murder weapon?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
What was used to kill Hifumi? Let me think. One more discussion should be able to shed some light on this.